Welcome back, everybody. Today we have a very amazing video. We're in PQ season, so we have a bunch of amazing decks that are out there competing, making top 8 or winning. Today we're going to be checking the Phasma winning list of the latest PQ held this weekend. Congrats to the winner. Amazing, amazing list. That's what I love about Star Wars. You know, you can get in, take a deck that it's not in the meta, it's not known, and you can win a huge event with it. That's how balanced the game is. That's how fun the game is. So we're going to be checking stats. I've managed to get in like 30 games so far with the deck. We're going to check the deck list, and we are going to see some gameplay. So thank you for joining, and let's jump in. Okay, so here we go. So let's check out the stats first. We have 30 games played with a 63.33% win. That's very, very good. We average win in 6.37 turns. This is a fast deck. It's an aggro deck. Sometimes when it goes long, you know, against those control decks, you can win, but you need a lot of your top end cards to be able to deal that extra damage into your opponent's base and close off the game. Other than that, we're playing a lot of Overwhelming Barrage. You know, when you play Overwhelming Barrage on the correct unit against the correct opponent, it can be game over. And we're normally combining a Captain Phasma deployment with a Captain Phasma from Jump to Lightspeed, making our Captain Phasma 6/8, and then dealing with our Overwhelming Barrage, or we are just playing Phasma and then Overwhelming Barrage on her and dealing 6 damage distributed amongst our opponent's units, and that's usually enough to just close the game. We have Resupply and we have Imperial Dark Trooper as our second most played cards. Imperial Dark Trooper, just a one cost that usually just comes down to apply pressure, and it's a good combination of Daring Raid and Imperial Trooper as a turn 1 play. And then we are playing a lot of Maul to close off the game. Amazing, amazing closing of the game. You'll see a game where we were about to lose, and Maul comes in and just wins the game for us. Kylo TIE Silencer, also really good to play in space, and apply a lot of pressure against opponents that don't have an easy way to deal with it. It's a very good play because you play him out. He's a 3/2, then you deal 1 damage to base, and that's giving you a very good start to actually deal with your opponent. Of course, Timely Intervention, very, very good. Especially with Captain Phasma, meaning you can give +4/+4 to a unit when she comes down. And also pretty good with Kylo Ren, as he comes down as an 8/7 that can deal with basically anything your opponent has. So let's go ahead and check the list here. We have a very simple list, a lot of 3 copies of each card. We're playing Theed Palace, which is interesting, not playing Data Vault, because we actually need to see these first order cards, and there are not that many, and we need to play the good ones for Phasma to be able to really excel. So let's zoom in, see what Phasma does. First, she has action, you exhaust her, and if you played a first order card this phase, you deal 1 damage to base. Then when she is on her unit side, she is a 4/6 that if you control, if you've played a first order card this phase, when she attacks, you can deal 1 damage to a unit and 1 damage to base. And let's see, we're playing the three first order Stormtroopers. We saw he's pretty good. Very good at applying early pressure. I really like to play 2 of them in the turn 1, deal 1 damage to base, and then potentially next turn, if you manage to like open fire into whatever your opponent plays, you can potentially have like 6 damage on board. And that's really, really good. We're playing Daring Raid, just very good to either close games against control or control your opponent's board. This really helps with Phasma's ability because she only deals 1 damage. So sometimes you need to Daring Raid to close off whatever Phasma dealt 1 damage to. 3 Timely Intervention. It's important to say that a lot of times you want to keep the Timely Intervention in hand and not resource it, just because it's very, very good with some of your units, like we were saying before. For example, Captain Phasma, she says, when played and on attack, you may give any other first order unit +2/+2 for this phase. So it does happen that you can, you know, bring her down, give +2/+2 to any of your other first order troopers, kill something of your opponent, give an additional +2/+2, and then swings for like 6 or 8 into base. And that's very, very swingy and can give you the game. We're playing 3 Imperial Dark Troopers and 3 Allegiant General Pride. General Pride, very important. Play him if you have the initiative and you're going, you know, turn 1, you have the initiative, prioritize playing Pride and then just claiming, because he is going to be Really, really, really good uh, by doing that extra 2 indirect damage. You're basically playing a 4-3 turn 1, and then you can protect him with your removal or anything else next turn and try to keep claiming to really take advantage of him. But he's really good. Don't deal 1 damage to your opponent with Phasma if you play Pride, because then you're not going to have the initiative. It's better to claim and miss out on that 1 damage and get it on later turns. We're playing 3 Knights of Ren. This guy being first order is amazing. He's already good. He's a 4-4 for 3, so you can already see him played in a lot of other decks. But the fact that he's first order is so important here because he benefits from Phasma, he benefits from our FN Trooper Corps. You're gonna see we use him a lot in our games. Very, very good. He trades really well into Anakin, so I also like playing him against Anakin. We play 2 Praetorian Guards. I don't play him that much, but against Sabe and against decks that maybe don't have enough to deal with your ground units and they want to be hitting base, it's just good to have a Sentinel there. You can play this and they deploy Phasma and then he becomes a Sentinel. 3 Super Laser Technicians and 3 Resupplies, of course, very, very important. I normally mulligan for a ramp, unless the hand is really good against the deck I'm playing against. But try to prioritize your ramp. We have Open Fire, of course, we've talked about how good it is. FN Trooper Corps, it's amazing. It has plot, so it's just, you immediately put it down in your resources, and then if it's convenient, the turn you deploy Phasma, you deploy these guys as well. Make Phasma a 5/7, because it's a first order. Phasma is going to be able to trigger her ability and deal 1 damage when she attacks. So she's basically swinging for 6 that turn and dealing 1 damage to an enemy unit, and she's getting to keep that experience token, and you also get a 4/5, which is really, really good. So sometimes I can't do that. Sometimes I have to save 5 resources for Overwhelming Barrage or for something else, or maybe for playing Captain Phasma and then swinging for 7 with, for 7 with our Phasma. But if you find the position where having a 4/5 and making Phasma a 5/7 is going to be better, then this is the good thing about having these plot cards, that they're very, very good at the right situation. You're going to take a lot of advantage. 5 Overwhelming Barrage, 2 Kylo Ren, which is amazing, just a 6/7 that gives +2/+0 on attack. 3 Ruthless Raider, very important to close off games. 3 Mauls, same thing, the best game closers there are. And then 2 Devastators, and we do play 1 in our sideboard because he's amazing against control, as well as Planetary Bombardment. These cards come in against control. Open Fire comes in against aggro, and cards like Anakin, and the Disabling Fang Fighter against those hard to deal with leaders that deploy as upgrades, or cards like decks like Anakin that also play General Blades, etc. And then 3 Power Failure for the same thing, against decks that play General's Blade or against decks that have good leaders deploying as upgrades. So there you have it. Very, very fun deck. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Very good stats. So let's jump into the games and see how it goes. Okay, so first match, here we go. He has the initiative, so I don't really like this, but we got ramp, and we can put this down because we don't have the initiative, so it's not that good. And we can put 1 resupply down. That's fine. Let's put this down. Oh, that's a bad start, I think. I think he's probably looking to play that into a space unit, but probably didn't draw it. He did mulligan, right? Oh, he kept. So interesting hand. Okay, we'll see what he plays. We'll put Timely down. This turn we either want to open fire or resupply. So we'll get rid of this, and then I should have opened fire right when I saw that. This is rough. I'm gonna have to resupply right now so that I can overwhelming next turn. Hopefully with Phasma. Oh, that was bad. I should have removed it ASAP. Okay. So Ruthless is good here. We can remove this. That gives us a bit of time. He's not playing that many ground units, so I guess we go with this. Ouch. Okay, so Phasma can deal with Leia. We just need to be careful here. Phasma gives us an additional point of damage with overwhelming. So let's just swing 3 in. We'll probably take 2. will deploy. And then Wedge can be deployed next turn. So we need to try to get his units. But he is going to have an X-Wing, although if he deploys Wedge into the X-Wing, we can quick fire it. So let's go ahead and do this. Deal 5 here, deal 1 here. Done. And then, do we kill Leia? I guess we do. And then, testing it for the YouTube channel. Okay, and we'll pass. Devastator is amazing here. FN Trooper Corps is not bad, but I think we have better cards in hand. And we need to stick to the plan of open fire into the X-Wing. Let's see if he does that. Might be tempted to do it, though. Interesting. Why wouldn't he put Chewie into the X-Wing? In that case, overwhelming almost gets rid of everything. We could overwhelming here. Yeah. Let's overwhelming here, deal 1 here, and deal 4 here. And then this is a 3/6. So if he, okay, he does decide to deploy in ground. And we potentially deal with Chewbacca with Devastator next turn. Let's attack here. Let's see where he swings with Wedge. Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay, we'll claim. That was my bad. This is some pretty good draws, solid. I like the... We're not doing much with open fire right now. Let's keep the troopers. Yeah, I think I played that. Yeah, I should have attacked with Phasma. I missed out on 4 damage. That's going to be important. Need to focus here. So this is one of the decks I'm considering playing in the PQ that's coming up. Let's see what he plays. We'll claim. Okay, do we have Timely here? We do have a Timely, so we could potentially Timely into that Millennium Falcon, which I think is a good option right now. Let's go ahead and do that. Timely, Ruthless, deal 2 damage, trigger here. And then next turn we get rid of it with Ruthless. And keep dealing damage. Okay. I'm going to take a big hit there, but we can deal 3 more. Let's see if he plays anything else or just claims. Super Laser Technician down. Probably going to take an extra 5. That's fine. We'll do 7 more to our opponent here and get a Ruthless Raider down, or potentially play Devastator and deal with whatever he plays plus the Millennium. Okay, so he plays a Luke into the Millennium. We'll go ahead and use Devastator here. 3 here, 1 here. Oh, what just happened? Okay, I thought I didn't kill it. Okay, that was scary for a moment. Up to 26, up to 29, and we'll pass. Okay, resupply down, and then we have a bunch of ways to close this out. I think that's game. Let's wait and go to game 2. GG. Interesting. I think we don't have another time to right? Okay, so let's go and swing 3 into base, and then we can close the game with Ruthless. Although he's gonna restore 2 now. Oh no! Did I celebrate too soon? Oh no. Okay. Yeah, it was still rough. Okay, here we go. Next game, let's requeue. Interesting. We're going up against Anakin Datavolt, one of the best decks in the meta right now. Let's see how it goes. We'll start, which is pretty good for us. I like the double First Order Stormtrooper turn 1. And then we got Ramp. Although, I don't want to lose Devastator against Anakin. This is a good play against like some control decks or something like that, but Anakin's going to be able to control us pretty easily. We'll try it anyways, and hope we draw into these big units later. Although we could keep... Okay, yeah. Let's try it that way. I'm not sure this is the best play, but I want to actually try this. Okay, he probably won't want to trade Karius into the First Order Snowtrooper, so we're going to have a lot of damage next turn. Perfect. Okay, we'll put the Imperial Dark Trooper down. Let's see what he does. I thought so. Okay, so let's swing here. Perfect. Six damage to base. That's pretty good. And then we ramp. That's amazing. Let's try and keep going this way. Ooh, okay. Captain Phasma could be amazing right now. I'm gonna try to do that. So Daring Great goes away. Done. And then, ouch. Okay. Let's bring this in. He's gonna heal a bunch. We'll get this out. Okay, so some more damage for our opponent. That's good. Then we could potentially deploy Phasma, deploy this Phasma as well, and deal a bunch of damage to base, which looks good. Or we can... Yeah, let's do that. So we'll... Oh, actually, let's cancel this. We'll do this first. That way we can get one extra damage into base. We can deploy Phasma. We can swing Phasma into Typho. Deal 1 damage to the Jedi Starfighter, 1 damage to Datavolt. And then we can swing 4 and deal indirect to opponent. And that was a pretty good turn for us. We have a Phasma attack next turn, followed by a overwhelming barrage, which is going to be amazing for us. And he still can't deploy Anakin, so we might have this. Let's go ahead and pass. Okay, I guess we keep Daring Raid. I'm waiting for Timely. Timely can be pretty good if we actually get our good draws in. Let's see what he plays. So I know he has... I knew he had Obi-Wan. Let's see, can we actually... Yeah, we can get rid of most of this. Actually, let's do this. I'll swing here first. Dealing direct damage to opponent. So just so you guys know, whenever that happens and they deal indirect damage to you on attack, just deal it to the unit they're attacking. It's gonna die anyways. And then we could Daring Raid and then Overwhelming, clear the board, and deal a bunch of damage. Do we actually need to do that? Yeah, I guess we do. Okay, Overwhelming. Yeah, we don't need that much damage, so we can do this way. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, done. Then we swing. Give this +2, swing for 8, and he's in a very, very dangerous position right now, and we'll pass. Some pretty good draws. I think we keep everything. Timing out the FN Trooper Corps can be amazing. We already have a Phasma, but I don't really think we need to research anything, so let's just keep our cards. Okay, we expected him to do that. Let's go in with Phasma, giving +2 to our own Phasma. It's just going to be a bit harder for him to kill Phasma. Okay, we swing for 6. And then we force him into, let's do Timely, F and Trooper Corpse. Give an experience to this guy, so he has to attack him with Anakin. Trigger into killing. Actually, just crash into Anakin, and now he has to lose Anakin or lose the game. And we'll claim. And that's GG. Against a pretty good... put a Captain Phasma down. And then we swing with Phasma. Sure, let's rematch. It's pretty good to test out this against the meta decks because I probably want to play this in the PQ. I think it's really, really fun. Ready? I don't know how to start. Yeah, this is winning PQ list. Trying it out for YouTube. Ready to start? Start game. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, I'll go ahead and start. Oh, I should have left him start. My bad. Oh, actually, let's undo that. And he can start because he lost that one. So again, this is pretty good. We'll keep. We can get rid of one super laser. And I hate to get rid of Devastator, but we'll do it because we need both the Daring Great play and the First Order Stormtrooper. Let's see what he plays. It's fine. Oh, that's pretty good because that deals with the First Order Stormtrooper only by attacking it, by taking no damage. Not good. Not good at all. I'm tempted to claim and try to open fire next turn. Let's see. On attack when defeated, and then this. On attack, you may deal 1 damage to the defender or base. Okay. We'll open fire here. He claims we'll just pass. I really don't want to lose the First Order Stormtrooper here. No need to just lose it against an attack right there. And we'll just go ahead and resource it. Oh, we'll play this. If he wants to give me the free resource, that's fine. We'll claim. Perfect. Okay. So this turn we can play Phasma. So I think the best play here is going Phasma again into Phasma. Let's put this guy out. Actually, this is better than this. Let's skip this. We'll swing here, trigger. Karis, okay. We'll deploy Phasma. We will play Phasma, bump Phasma, take 3 from the red 5, and then attack here and deal a damage. Perfect. We should do the damage, I guess, here. And we'll pass as well. Ooh, Overwhelming is amazing here. Very good draw. Let's put down one of the Knights of Ren. And then, can he deal? No, he can't deal with Phasma right out. He can deal 5 damage to it. That's the best he can do. Yep, no problem. Knights of Ren. Okay. So we might as well swing with Phasma into Datavolt and give +2 to our own Phasma. Because he's going to be able to trade, even if I kill Karis. Right, of course. Do you want to kill both of them right now? I think we do. Although I think Karis is a very good objective for our Maul coming in next turn. Let's just go ahead and... This 2 can be the better play here. I haven't played a unit yet, so let's play it. If he attacks Phasma, she's not dead yet. Interesting. So Phasma's out. I think we played this. He still has an incentive to swing. I think he swings. And then we cling. Oh, he doesn't swing. Okay. Let's go ahead and pass. Ooh, very good draws. I really like Kylo here, but we need to actually be able to deal with Anakin. So I'm thinking I just wait and maul into Anakin. And then I think I'd rather have, up in this point, Kylo instead of Phasma. Just better stats, stat line overall. Okay, we'll swing for 2. And then this is where it can get a little bit tricky. Do we want to play Kylo, deal 1 to base, and then he has to deal with Kylo, or he loses. And then next turn we can close off the game with Maul. I think that's better. So Kylo, he deploys, I guess. Then we deal 1 damage to base. He has to kill Kylo or he loses next turn. Oof, but now I can't close the game with Maul. Oh, but I can. I can't close it off, but I can kill Anakin. So let's claim. Okay, we got another Kylo. We'll put the silencer down. And then this is going to deal 3 damage. That's 29. He's going to kill the Allegiant. And we're still in big trouble. Or we can potentially just take the Anakin damage, right? Oof, but that's going to put us really close to losing. No, we can't take the Anakin damage this turn or we lose. So we have to do that, and then he's going to have to kill the General. With Poe, which is pretty good for us, then we claim and wish for a timely or a Devastator to close off the game. We have 1 more Devastator in the deck, so not very good probabilities there. Yep, he has to kill it. That gives us a bit more time. We'll go ahead and claim. Then we'll see what happens. Okay, so we do get a timely. That's pretty lucky. We need to kill Poe though, right? I really don't want to put anything down. It's not like we're gonna... Let's keep all our cards done. If we kill... Poe can deal damage to base? Yeah. So he would be winning. We need to kill Poe. Let's go ahead and do that. But we could potentially kill Poe with something else, right? But that doesn't make sense. At least Kylo survives, but then dies to red 5. And then, but we have 1 more chance to actually get the Devastator, so let's do that. Oof. Okay, so he's gonna get to heal 2. Which I think puts us out of Devastator range. We'll see. We'll see what we have to do here. Does Maul win us the game there? I think he does. So we'll put the... Oh god, that was so lucky. There were so few cards after that restore too. Okay, that was really, really close. Very fun. Okay, so here we go. Next match, we're gonna go up against Sabe. Sabe Yellow. So we've covered this deck. It's pretty cool. We'll see if he's playing a space or something else. We'll go ahead and start. This is a pretty decent hand. We have this for the resources. And then for Sabe, we have the initiative. So I'll play the Allegiant right out the bat. So let's keep this, lose the Silencer and the Corpse. And we'll play the General immediately. And then claim. Whatever he does, we'll claim. Because if he... Okay, let's go ahead and claim. We could have done 1 damage to base. But, oh, this is an amazing draw. Let's put down 1 Ruthless. We'll open fire into Bale. Don't want him to do that, just in case he probably has deal 2 damage here, and we'll deal indirect damage to opponent, and we'll pass. It's fine. He's gonna be able to trade in, but we already did a lot of work with it, and then we can daring grade it and play a Knight of Ren and deal the damage to base. So let's put down our first order Stormtrooper to our resources. Take the 3 here. That's fine. Daring grade this. That has restore. Restore and shielded. That's pretty cool. Okay. We didn't have ramp in this hand. Maybe we should have mulliganed for ramp, but I actually liked what we had, especially because we had the initiative. And now I see he has some pretty good cards in hand. Probably also has... Okay, I'm gonna... Actually, it doesn't even matter if I claim or not, because... Actually, let's cancel that and claim. I think it's better to just claim. At this point, nice. Okay, this is a very good draw. This is the only thing that's gonna save us from... Okay, but I'm tempted to play Phasma anyways and give her an experience token. It just sets us up a lot better for later turns. So let's do that. Deploy Phasma, trigger, give an experience token to Phasma. I'd rather do the Overwhelming Barrage later on. Like, he's gonna be able to deny my whole turn. And he's gonna be able to get my Overwhelming Barrage with Sabe. I still feel this was the better play. We don't want to lose out on our Trooper Corps because it's just a 4-5 that makes Phasma a lot stronger. We lose an Overwhelming, and then we're going to lose the other Overwhelming. That's rough. But we do get Maul, which is good. I like the Praetorian Guard here. It's going to totally deny his board. And then we can open fire as well. So I really don't want to lose Maul or the Ruthless Raider. Maybe we lose Phasma. That's rough too, but I think it's better to get the Praetorian out right now. That denies his board. And then if he has another cunning, it's rough for us. But it's going to take him... Okay, so yeah, we knew he had Mando. Let's get rid of this. And then we have Maul next turn. Oh god, okay, so oh no, but he can't... Okay. So much control. Sab is such a good unit. Devastator is pretty good as well here. We're getting our top-end cards, which is nice. I think we keep Ruthless. And I think we just go Maul into Sabe. We need to do that. We got to keep a big unit. He's gonna... That's fine. Let's see if he trades Mando into anything. Okay, he doesn't. We'll claim. And I think we do have the better top-end cards here. I think we immediately go in. I think we're going to have to take this 7, which is rough. Ouch. Ouch. So we basically lose if we don't... Okay. Do we have... We don't have Timely. So we either... Because this swings for 9 next turn and we lose. Maybe I should have killed Lightmaker, but I had to do it that way because otherwise I would have taken 5 from... Maybe it wasn't the best. No, yeah, he would have exhausted my units. It would have been rough. Let's see. I think I need to claim and just hope I draw something that saves me. Because if not, it's just game over. And we did not draw Timely. We don't have it in the resources either. Because that would have been a great draw. You know, just deal with this. Let's just play this, steal 4 here, and that's game. Very good game against Sabe. She's just very, very explosive. Very good. And she managed to control all our plays before we could do anything. Getting that overwhelming barrage. I don't know if the best thing would have been to use it before. Now Sabe Tarkingtown. Okay, interesting. This can be... so Sabe Tarkingtown won a PQ recently in Florida as well. Let's see if we can beat Sabe. This is a pretty good hand. We'll go ahead and keep this. We don't have ramp though. We already saw what happens when we don't have ramp. But we have Devastator. We have some good top-end cards already. Okay, I'll try and keep this. This is good. We don't need double this. Let's just put this down. Start with the Silencer. We'll go ahead and deal damage. You know, he has Tarkingtown, so we need to exploit it by attacking really fast. Go ahead and claim. Okay, you can put this down. I'm tempted to open fire into the turncoat, just so that we don't lose our Silencer. And then we still get to draw a card, which sounds good for us. Let's do that. We get a Kylo, which is pretty good. And we still get to swing 3 for now, probably. That's fine. We lose, let's see what he's going to take. A Praetorian, that's fine. Actually pretty good. We didn't want to draw another Praetorian. We'll go ahead and claim. Ouch. Pretty good play there. Hopefully he leaves it in play and we can dare and grade it. What else can we play this turn? We can play the Praetorian and the Daring Grade. I think that's a better play. He's probably gonna return the Millennium to hand though. Oh, he doesn't? Oh, that's rough. He loses a resource and loses the Millennium. When I have the Millennium so damaged, I most of the time I'd rather have it in hand. Let's see what we lose here. A Timely, that's fine. Let's put our Praetorian Guard down. And we'll do a damage to base. And then next turn we have a double Sentinel unit. A big Sentinel unit, I mean. Double Devastator, that's good. I'm tempted to keep it. It's just so good to close off the game, especially against Tarkingtown. So let's drop the Ruthless. Can the Ruthless be better here than the Kylo? Probably. So let's keep both Devastators and the Ruthless. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and I guess we deploy. Yeah. Deploy Captain Phasma. Ooh, we do have the... Yeah, let's do that. Then he's going to be able to attack with Sabe into my hand. I'm going to attack here, deal damage to the shuttle, because that means we do get... We're able to Daring Grade it later on. And then we're going to lose one card in hand, which is probably the Ruthless because it does a lot of work right now. But that's fine. We have him in 11 damage. Tarkingtown starting to get really, really dangerous. Interesting. Okay. So he didn't get my hand, which is good for us. Oh, God. I really want to deal with... I think I need to... What if I... Oh, actually, this is good. This is good. This can be a potentially good play. Let's do it this way. We get our Praetorian back, and then he has Sentinel. If he has a way to deal with it easily, then it's very bad for us. But I think this was the better play here. Okay, that's fine. We're going to lose one card from hand, but that's not terrible. Do we have Timely in the... Yeah, we do. That's pretty good. So probably lose a Devastator, but we can kill Sabe right now and keep one of them. We know we just Timely Phasma out. Or hopefully we get something like Maul. Bow shacking round. Daring Grade is pretty good here. Interesting. I think we just keep Daring Grade. Let's put resupplying the resources. Daring Grade Sabe immediately. And then we can Timely the Knights of Ren, deal with anything he has left. And then we just keep applying pressure with our Ruthless Raider. Perfect. Okay, let's go timely into Knight's trigger kill bow. Save ourselves some damage. And still get the 2 for 1. Okay, we'll do 4. And we will... Do we do an additional 1? Yeah. We're doing pretty good HP-wise. Okay, we'll claim. And then we do have the Devastator, which is going to be amazing for us. Let's put this down. So let's go Devastator, kill this, deal 3 here. And then he's within range of Ruthless. Maybe we should have attacked first with Ruthless, because that ensures that we won. But that's game. Yeah, we shouldn't have risked it there. We had game in our hands because he didn't have a way to do with Devastator in hand, but he could have had Whaler or something like that. So we do manage to beat Sabe Tarkingtown. Let's go ahead and queue into our last match here. Ooh, Vader's Pace. Okay, this can be very, very interesting. This is a very fast deck. I think we're going to be just trading really fast, but I don't think we can win a race against Vader. We start, which is pretty good. Open fire is amazing against Vader. We don't have ramp, but we do have a good turn 1 play and a good turn 2 play. If he doesn't play double ship, it's going to hurt him a lot. So let's go ahead and keep this. We'll put the corpse down and the timely down. And then we'll just drop the Imperial Dark Trooper and see what he plays. I will claim. Oh, terrible. Not only did he only play a 1-cost ship, but he only played 1, which is so bad for him. We'll lose the First Order Trooper here and just open fire immediately. That puts Vader way, way, way behind us, and that can even be game. Oof, okay. I'm tempted to just claim, but that's fine. We still need to damage his base if we want to win eventually. This is good. Maybe drop this. I don't think... Yeah, he just swings. And we just kill it, right? We don't really care. He gets a ship, but we keep applying a lot more pressure than he's actually applying to us. We'll claim. Okay. So that's why I wanted timely. I just think, okay, Maul is not going to be good here. We could timely... Yeah, let's actually do that. We timely the Kylo TIE Silencer out, kill the shuttle, get our Imperial Dark Trooper back. Save ourselves from 2 damage. And then we deal the damage here. You know, we're still racing, so we deploy Phasma. We attack here, kill here, and do the damage here. And then we claim. And wish for an overwhelming barrage, which would be amazing right now. Oh god, okay, that's game over. We did draw it. That's really, really, really rough for him. Okay, we'll claim. No, he's gonna deploy Vader, probably just... Oh no, place a space unit, deploy Vader. Let's see what happens. Okay. We don't have a second timely. I guess we play Phasma, Grower Phasma, and Threaten Vader with Phasma. Yeah, let's kill Vader. Actually, why would we kill Vader? Let's not kill Vader. We don't want to take that damage next turn. And we'll pass. Super Laser Technician we don't need, but that's a unit is better than a resupply right now, so let's just keep the Super Laser. Okay. Maybe we should have claimed. He's potentially winning with a surprise strike, right? Oh god, did I mess up? Oh, okay, he didn't have it. That was scary. Maybe I should have dealt with Vader. I just thought, he wasn't going to win the race, but he kept exhausting my units. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.